Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome to Mama Schmoo's Homeschool Reviews, where I share all things about homeschool here on my channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. I am a homeschooling mom of two. I have a son going into first grade and I have a daughter going into third grade. And I like to share my curriculum choices with you guys earlier on before summer so that you guys can get a peek of some of the resources that I think are really, really good that I've been using or that are new to me that I'm really excited to share with you guys about. So this is a fun video for me. I feel like now in these times where we're quarantining and we're like in our houses, it's just nice to have something exciting to look forward to. So for me, I really enjoy curriculum. So I'm going to share with you guys and jump right in all of the curriculum that I got for my new first grader for his school year for 2020 to 2021. I'm going to start with his phonics, which encompasses like his reading lesson and his readers and a few other things. So this is what we have been doing for kindergarten, and we're gonna continue using the reading lesson. We are about halfway through, and my daughter, she used this as well and she learned how to read, and this is such a good book. If you guys want me to do a flip through on this, I've done one a long time ago. So I'll probably try to do it again for you guys, but it's a really good book. This is kind of like what he's on right now and what he's reading. But lately we've been doing like 1 page a day, and that is good for me. He's progressing, and that's all that really matters. But this is a really, really good book to teach your kids to read. And I've never taught anybody to read before until my daughter. So this is the book that we used, and it worked out really well for me. I really like the way it is laid out. Super simple, black and white, and very easy for me to teach. Another phonics book reader that my son will be reading on his own probably in the summertime and at the beginning of his first grade year is called Fun Tales. And these are like a cute little set. You get 27 little booklets, and I took some out for you guys so you can see what they look like, but they're very small, as you can tell. This is the first book, and they'll just be reading like 1 to 2 words on each page. This is like the 18th book, and this is what they're going to be reading in the middle of the readers. So they're very short, and I really like them because they give like little snippets of information on animals on all the backs of them. That they're talking about a monkey there, and they're talking about a little pug here. And this is the last book, the 27th book, and so this is like the advanced reading. He's also reading Starfall, Learn to Read. I give you 15 phonics books, and he's read the first row, and we're in the middle section right now. So I'm assuming we'll get through them this summer maybe. We'll see how it goes. I also got this primary journal for my son. It's a very nice quality journal. It's a big cover, and they have like the letters for them to look at and the numbers if they need help with it. They have 200 pages in this primary journal, and I love it because this will be something that we can use for 2 years. And this was relatively inexpensive. The one that I originally got for my daughter when she was in first grade was a spiral one from Lakeshore Learning, but those were like $15 or $17 or something, and I do prefer the spiral because then you can fold them over. But this one's really, really nice quality for the price it was. I think it was like $6 or $7, so it was really, really nice, and my son loves the color, and I thought it was perfect because I think there's only like 5 or 6 sentences that they can make, and this is a nice little size for them to draw, and it's not too much, you know, for a first grader, and I thought it gives them a good amount of space to write 1 or 2 sentences if they want and draw a nice picture. Along with his writing in his journal, we'll continue using the Good and the Beautiful handwriting level 1, and we use this for his kindergarten year, so we're just gonna finish it up. We have about half of the book left. This is Explode the Code 2. This is kind of like a flip through of what it looks like. I have done a full like review of all of these up until I think Explode the Code 5. So if you guys want to see that, I will try to link that down below where I go through all these books for you guys so you can see what's inside of them. We are going to continue with using BJU. This year we did BJU K5, and we have a couple of pages left to finish up the book. So at the beginning of this, you'll see that they give you like these little cutouts for manipulatives and a little clock. And I did a whole flip through on this, so if you want to see more about this book, I will link it down below for you guys. So those are the table of contents. This is a really cool book that I was excited to get. It's called My Calendar Book. It's from Christian Light Education, and I think I saw this on YouTube somewhere. I can't remember like where exactly I found it, but this is like a very small little program teaching the kids about calendar and days and much more than that, like temperature and clouds. And so this is intended for like primary grades, so first, second, and third. So as you can tell, this is like how it's set up. You put the year up at the top, and then in each day they have a specific like weather. So is it partly cloudy, is it cloudy, or is it sunny? And then you have a couple questions at the bottom. There's another winter one, and it's talking about snow. We can't do that in Florida, but I thought it was really cute. So you can track the weather, you can track the wind with a flag here. In spring, in April, they have another thing here to track the wind direction and circle like northeast and south. So this is really good for like my third grader. I think she will like it a lot too. She kind of wanted it as well. And this one is to track the moon shape each night. So it's just nice to have a whole entire workbook dedicated to like the temperature and the weather. So if you're trying to do like a unit study on weather, this would be a really fun thing to do. We're also doing Song School Spanish Book 1 with my daughter. Here is the teacher's edition. This is just extra activities and answer keys. And then this is the Song School Spanish book, and they give you a little CD to listen to. And then you also have to buy the DVD separately, or you can buy this all in a bundle. I'll link the classical, what is it called? Classical Academic Press for you down below. I will do a detailed review of the Spanish course with you guys so you can see what's inside of it. This is a curriculum that we use for 2 years. We use ancient civilization for 2 years, and we stretched it out. I think we're going to also stretch this one out for the Middle Ages. This is volume 2. I absolutely love it. I think it's a wonderful read for someone that is not someone that's really into history, and it gives you like a very broad story of the world, and I really enjoy it. It helps me teach them, and it makes things fun for my elementary kids. So this is the activity book that comes with all the coloring pages and crafts and all the resources, all the books that you need to read. And I will do, like I said, a video sharing with you guys how I'm going to use it. And then this is the book that I'm going to read. This year I didn't get the audio, which is like a CD set that you can buy. Last year and the year before, we listened to audio only, and this year I'm going to read it to them because they really enjoyed me reading it to them. We tried it out for the past few weeks, and we are liking it a lot. My son's going to be doing beginning geography. We've been using this with him and my daughter for a few years. I was making copies, but I'm just having him write in it now. So this is good up until second grade. So we'll just be using this throughout the year, and then if we do a unit study on geography, I might incorporate this into it. I read these when my son was super young and my daughter was in kindergarten, so I wanted to read these again because I'm sure they might have forgotten about the book. It's so good. He does like dragons a lot, and this was a very adventurous book. So here's the first book, and this is what it looks like in the inside. There's like pictures. I mean, this was written a long time ago, but this is the map of the island of Chandrina and the Wild Island. It's very fantasy and adventurous. This was written in 1948, so this was a really fun series to read to my kids. So I will definitely read this to them in the next coming school year, and I think it's something my son will enjoy listening to because it's been so long since we read it. And then this is Peter Pan Great Illustrated Classics. I might read this to them. This is definitely like an easy read. I tried reading the regular Peter Pan book, but it's way above probably their understanding, so this one is definitely a better one. So you can get the Great Illustrated Classics or the Young Readers. I know they have lots of different options. I'll try to link them down below. Mrs. Piggle Wiggle is something that I got at a thrift store. I've been wanting to read this so bad. I've heard good things about it. And then Charlotte's Web. We've read Stuart Little. I want to read Trumpet and the Swan, but this one and this one I'm really excited to read to them. And I might read this one, and definitely My Father's Dragon. But what we're reading right now with my first grader, like kind of tagging along with my third grader, he's been listening to a lot of Little House on the Prairie series, and we really enjoyed Farmer Boy. So if you guys have a boy, Farmer Boy is a really good book. to read to a first grader. So those are some of my recommendations that I think you guys will like. I hope you guys enjoy this video and you got some new like curriculum ideas. Let me know some of the books that you guys were going to be reading for this year. I love to hear suggestions from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you guys join my family here and click that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching.